All right, Bertie, it is episode number 134.
134.
134. And today we went into Olympics.
It was an Olympics review.
We talked about making up our own games for the Olympics. I thought that was brilliant.
What should be in it?
We could have done a whole podcast just on that topic alone.
Just mixing fun things together.
Yeah. And we looked at the Olympics in a little bit more detail and decided which ones that we definitely could have done a lot better than anyone else that was there had done. We're super fit. We weren't impressed by anyone at the Olympics. And I think that we need
You will see the JB Waffle Hour at LA 2028.
There was a very interesting one. We didn't mention this during the podcast, but a very interesting thing I heard someone say was that every sport at the Olympics should have just a normal person in every little thing. So like
for reference.
Yeah. So the 100 meters, you'd have this guy at the back just puffing and panting as the lads are crossing the line. He's just like getting out of the blocks.
Declan Moffat.
Yeah. Or in the shooting, some lad that can barely hold a gun. Anyway, there you go. We talked about the Olympics basically and all of the past Olympic games and events that have now been not banned, but they're gone from the Olympics. And that was us really. We did our waffle game, we did our news as always.
Yep, and our shellbombs.
Exactly. Will we name it, Bertie?
Yeah, do you remember what we said we were going to name it? Or
no.
do we need to pause to think about it?
I'm not going to go back now. We have to just think of something else, I think.
Oh no. Because we did come up with something, but we never wrote it down.
We did. I'm not sure I was too impressed with it. It was the mixed games. The mixed games. You mix two games together.
Oh no.
If you can remember, Bertie, what those two mixed games
were. Was it Fencling?
It was Fencling. Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Fencling for LA 2028.
Okay, is that what we're calling the podcast?
Go ahead.
All right, Bertie, I'm going to tee you up because I can't think of anything for episode number 134.
Fencling for LA 2028.
That's so long. It's the right mix of funny and cultural stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's stop talking about Ryan Reynolds.
Funny and cultural.
The JB Waffle Hour. The JB Waffle Hour. How long are we doing this, Bertie? How long is the JB Waffle Hour
We are closing in on completion of season 3.
Jesus Christ.
So in November 2024, it'll be 3 years since the podcast
started.
Yeah, spawned.
Most podcasts die after 2 episodes when people are like, nah, don't want to do this anymore. It's hard. It's hard work.
So far, we are on 134.
Jesus. Oh, does that include the quick bite, the small quick bite?
No, I haven't counted them up actually because we've 9 or 10 of them, don't we?
So if we're coming up on 3 years, say if we're 3 years and we've done a podcast every week, what does that mean then? What's 52 by 3?
I'll tell you there.
156. 156 episodes.
I'd say so, yeah.
Jesus.
Because we're on 133 of the normal ones.
Yeah, so 150 something. 140 something episodes. That's pretty good.
It would come up when I fucking search it.
I wonder if it's any good. Or if it's just 140 episodes of shit.
So we have... this is actually episode 134. Oh, hello everybody. It's episode 134. 133 was Into the Keenverse.
Oh yeah, what a good episode.
Yeah, where we talked about my holiday in Italy.
Oh yeah, and Roy Keane for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. And he got named. And then where Quick Bites are down as different names. So we've 133 of the longer episode. And we've 1, 2, 3.
You're just going to count live on the podcast.
5.
Well, I'm going to go straight into
7, 8,
140.
9, 10.
He's still counting.
11.
He's still counting.
11 Quick Bites episodes.
All right, okay. Very good.
There you go.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us being class.
That's good, isn't it?
That's pretty damn good, yeah. We've done well, in fairness.
Well, look, it'll be something like... It's always on the internet.
For a pair of gobshites. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's always on the internet.
It'll always be here to listen to and look back on and things that happen and stuff like that. So
I'm going to end up in court someday, and then they're going to look back at, well, in episode 134 of the JP Waffle Hour, you actually said that you did rob that bodega. Of course I did. Oops. Come here to me. Are we going? We'll just go straight into the news.
Yeah, let's do some news.
Oh, I love the news.
It's JP Waffle Hour, man.
Okay, so
news, stories, shellbombs.
News today. This is all quite related to an episode we had a few weeks ago, and you'll know straight away once I say what it is. So this is the Dublin accent has been voted sexiest of all UK and Ireland, which I think is BS. So it's a British poll, a new survey commissioned by Netflix as part of the launch of Love is Blind UK, whatever the hell that is, has shown that people in the UK think that the dubs have the sexiest accent.
What kind of dub?
I think they're talking like your man from Love Hate. Yeah. Oh yeah, love. Would you like to go on a date with me, would you?
I suppose it's hardly
no, anyways.
Well, South Dublin.
I think it's not South Dublin. Can you imagine totally going on a date with someone and you have this accent? Imagine listening to this for 50 years, Trisha. Trisha, 50 years you've been listening to me talking like this. Aren't I so sexy? Would you like me to ride you, Trisha? Fuck off. Get away from me, you. That's a crap accent. Sorry, apologies to anyone from South Dublin that listens to us, but that's not very sexy. I think they're talking more Colin Farrell kind of area.
Especially Breen if he's listening, because I want to get him on the podcast.
Is Breen South Dublin? Sorry, Breen. My apologies for me. But over half of the people who voted in this survey believe that the Irish capital has the sexiest accent. Next to set the hearts racing is the Cockney accent. What?
Jesus.
Followed by the Welsh. I'm not even going to attempt to do a Welsh accent. Edinburgh. And then the last one's Liverpool.
I like an Scottish accent, right?
Oh, Scottish accent is right up there, man.
It's like the hardcore accent of all these places probably isn't. It's probably somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Like a real hardcore Scottish accent probably isn't, but that soft, nice little romantic kind of Scottish accent.
Someone told me how to say Spice Girls in a Scottish accent, and it was space. Say the word space.
Yep.
And girders.
Space girders.
Space girdles. Space girdles.
I've heard that, but I think it was the wrong words.
It's space something. I don't know. I don't think it was girders. Space girdles.
I will tell you now.
I don't know what it is.
Space ghettos.
Ghettos, isn't it?
Ghettos.
Space ghettos. Yeah. Space ghettos.
No, you're still trying to say girls. Just say space ghettos.
Space
ghettos.
Space ghettos. Oh yeah, that is Space Skittles. I eat the Space Skittles. Yeah, Scottish accent's class. Yeah, no, I like the Scottish accent, I have to say. It's a good one. Yeah. I'm into that. But yeah, they're saying the Dublin accent, back off. Donegal's still right up there though, isn't it? Like,
oh yeah, Dan. Fair play to him.
Has to be. The Donegal accent's just brilliant, in fairness. And speaking of that, Bertie.
Yes.
My second piece of news.
Oh, you've two pieces.
Oh, I've got three pieces of news. The Irish language stage is returning to Electric Picnic, apparently, which I think is really, really cool.
Oh, yeah, that was on last weekend.
Cree na Féile, has returned to Electric Picnic last weekend. Cree na Féile is bringing the Irish language back to the Electric Picnic Festival, which I think is cool. So, Irish language stage on Cull Quill will celebrate Irish music, language and culture throughout the weekend. Excuse me. And the iconic that milkshake coming back up at the iconic Hazelwood area. The lineup will feature some great acts, including DJ sets from Puzzy Wrangler. Okay, that was very close to saying something else. Aenid and Dabla, as well as trad music from Cushgone, Billowwood and the Fogues. But yeah, I think it's class to have. I think it should be mandatory in most things to have something around the Irish culture or the Irish language, or do you know, when we do anything, say art exhibitions or something, or just anything in general in public, that some part of it has to be that you have to have something Irishy in there. You know what I mean?
You just see a lot of shamrocks and harps everywhere.
not that type of version, but just something cultural. And same with every over 35s team has to have one leprechaun in it. I think would be brilliant. One small ginger person.
Would you get a shamrock tattoo?
No, don't think so.
Would you get a harp tattoo?
No, I don't think so.
Would you get a Michael Collins bust
says
tattoo?
Says the man who has a complete fucking random tattoos all over himself. Would I get a what?
Michael Collins bust.
No, I don't think so. No,
I don't like Michael Collins though.
I don't feel I'm educated enough in order to commit to something like that. Do you know what I mean? If someone came up to me and was like, "Oh yeah, Michael Collins did this, blah blah blah," I'd be like, "Oh okay, grand." You know, I don't think I've the full extent of what I need in order to get a tattoo of it. Whereas if I've got a Foo Fighters tattoo in the back of my neck, like I like the Foo Fighters, they're cool.
You have a Foo Fighters tattoo?
Yeah, it's on the back of my neck.
Oh,
It's been there for.
don't usually see you from behind, I suppose.
Thank God, says you. Thank God. Be a totally different podcast we'd be running.
Would you get a Roy Keane tattoo saying, "But that's your job"?
That's your job. Yeah, I probably would actually. Yeah. That's his job. Class. Yeah, class. Speaking of Roy Keane, did you see John O'Shea got the?
Yeah, fair play, John.
Yeah, you
Keeping him around.
got the job.
People like him. It's very hard not to like a Waterford man, I suppose.
What would you do, Bertie, if you were given the interim job?
What would you do?
And you feel, here's a what would you do? You feel that you did a good enough job to kind of get the job.
Yeah.
And then the new manager comes in and they're like, come back and help me, will you?
Well, I think...
would you be a bit insulted?
Well, no, because he knows himself on maybe his CV, and he can see that now as something to bulk up his CV.
Yeah.
He could be assistant manager of Ireland, and Ireland could do quite well, and then he has that. That would sound a lot better than as interim manager for 3 games.
Yeah.
And then maybe he has aspirations to be a number 1, but there's loads of people out there that are just happy being like a coach, a number 2, that never want to be, a number 1.
Yeah.
They're just happier being a number 2.
It is. It's a lot nicer hanging back, I think, isn't it, being a number 2?
Yeah.
And just kind of, you don't have to take the flack.
Yeah, and you still get to do all your coaching stuff and get paid reasonably well.
I don't want to be a manager anymore. I want to be the number 2.
No?
Yeah. You've sold it to me now, in fairness.
Yeah, you don't like sharks.
What?
Oh, sorry, you finished your news?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
My last one.
Hold on to that thought.
This is just a quick joke. I saw.
It's got to come in with jokes.
It's not really a joke. It's just I'm going to try and turn it into a joke. So I saw this on Lad Bible, of course, and it said that David Gray is doing a concert on Skellig Michael next month. And the first thought that came into my head was, well, okay, he's probably used to playing to no people. But actually, David Gray, upon second thought, is actually quite a good musician.
He is, yeah.
And I like him.
That album done really well.
With Babylon, his only album, you mean?
That's how good it was.
White Ladder, was it? Yeah. Imagine hearing Babylon atop of Skellig Michael. I'm just going to read it out. What an experience that would be. How are people getting out there? A boat, I suppose. David Gray is doing a concert on the famous island off the coast of Kerry. Colm McCune Emer, I don't know, as part of the Culture Night next month. So the concert is planned. Is David Gray one of those English people who's actually a little bit Irish? I think we've taken him in. They love him here in Ireland more than they do in England, I think. He's honorary Irish, I think, David Gray at this stage. He just seems to be popping up an awful lot in Ireland over the years.
He was born in Cheshire.
Yeah, he's an Englishman for sure, but I think he loves Ireland.
Do you know that White Ladder was his 4th studio album? So he was tipping around a good bit before he actually made it.
All right.
And do you want to have a guess at what year White Ladder came out?
1999.
Oh, 1998.
Oh, that was just a random guess.
Yeah, released 27 November 1998. That is how good that album is. If he didn't, I don't know now if he didn't make another one after. But, I mean, This Year's Love, Babylon, Please Forgive Me.
Oh, man, that album was brilliant. He has made albums since then, and it's probably not as good as that, in fairness.
Oh, maybe he hasn't.
They have one of those, everyone has one of those albums, but it's how you respond to that album then.
Like Hypertheory for...
Yeah.
Linkin Park.
Yeah. That was a good one actually as well. They made a few good albums now, in fairness to them, but
yeah.
it's really important that you don't.
That'd be my favourite one though. Everyone
kind of falls into that trap though. When you make a really successful album and there's songs that are big off it, generally you'll go, oh, okay, let's try and replicate that song again, and we'll try and make something like that.
You never get there.
And then everyone just knows, like, oh, that sounds really like that other one, and you have to forget about it and keep on moving. Do the art, man. Do the art.
Keep on moving down.
Anyway,
that's
there you go.
5 songs.
So how Ireland fell in love with David Gray. There was he did a tour of Ireland or something, I think, when White Ladder came out. What are you doing over there?
I'm singing.
Oh, right. He did a tour of Ireland, I think, in around when that came out, and the Irish just took to him, I think. He's honorary Irish. Anyway, there you go. That's my news. Go on. You're going to talk about sharks. I fucking hate sharks.
Yeah. So you don't like sharks, right?
Oh, I hate them.
So you imagine how violent sharks are and how unpredictable they are, right?
I do.
Now imagine sharks on cocaine.
Right, okay.
So how scary would they be?
They're pretty damn scary, yeah.
There has been a load of sharks tested positive for cocaine off the coast of Brazil.
Oh, because they're dumping it.
They're dumping it. There you go now.
Oh no!
The poor sharks. The drugs were found in all 13 wild Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks tested.
Oh, of course they were Brazilian.
With a concentration as much as 100 times higher than previously reported for other aquatic creatures.
Jesus Christ!
So they're all fucking living the life off the coast of Brazil.
Going around maiming people. Cocaine sharks. Like, yeah, that's a movie that was already made about a bear, but yeah, that's so scary. I saw a clip during the week, and it was a shark. There's just a lot of people in a bay and they're on the beach or whatever, and the shark just came up to the edge of the beach and thrashing around and then went back out again. Fuck, that's terrifying.
I don't think they're like wasps. You know the way people say, "Oh, leave the wasp alone. He's more afraid of you than you are him."
Fuck that! Shoot that!
I don't think that's the same with sharks.
Its face, make that face go away from me. I saw another thing that said that if you're about to be attacked by a shark, what you're supposed to do, instead of thrashing around the place, because they think you're a seal apparently,
and they eat them.
Shark, yeah. You are meant to put your hand on top of its nose and push it down.
Push it down.
Push it down.
Oh, not slap it like.
Yeah. So really calmly, put your hand on top of a shark's nose and push the shark down. As if that's all you're going to be thinking when a shark is in the water with you. Fuck off. Dead.com.
I don't think anybody's going to have the calmness for that, would they?
No way. And they're not going to remember me saying it at the JB Waffle Hour either.
You never know. We might get correspondence in. Scotty, you saved my life.
Well, look.
I was in Australia, off the coast of Australia, and a shark was coming up, and I pushed him down with my hand.
Wouldn't be the first life-saving tips that I've given in this podcast, in fairness.
There you go.
Bertie, that is the end of my news.
News is out.
Done. All right, so, Bertie, you suggested the topic, I think, did you?
Yeah, well, the Olympics was on the other week.
What an Olympics it was.
Yeah, a few funny moments from it. I was just talking about the breakdance and stuff. And then the Australia one, fair play to her.
What was that?
Love and life.
Was she serious?
She actually got in on whatever category she was on. She won to make sure that she was the breakdancer in that category. Now, there was some other dude on the next day, and he was class.
Right.
From
Australia.
Think her name was Raygun. Was her
Raygun
was her name, or dancing name, or alias. But she is like some professor in like modern dance or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So she was serious.
But just because you study it, maybe you don't know. But as she said, all of her moves were original. To be fair.
Well, I mean, yeah, she was original.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a few little memes coming out of it. She was one of them. But you remember the Turkish shooter as well.
That Turkish shooter was quality.
Yeah,
he had he was just pick the gun up, hand in the pocket, his normal glasses on, no ear defenders, and then you see the other lads beside him with all like special glasses, and he just had a white t-shirt that said Turkey.
Yeah,
it's like
TV remote on the other hand.
It's like Turkey forgot that they entered, and they just like needed somebody, and they were like, "Oh my god, can you shoot?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can shoot."
Yeah.
That's not a very good Turkish accent.
Yeah. Get that assassin over there. See that fella that's killing that guy? Yeah. Go take him.
Did you hear him talk?
No.
He doesn't talk like you think he's going to talk.
Really?
He's just like a very neutral English accent. Like,
really?
Not like an English.
Hello.
No. Just like when he's talking English, you couldn't tell where he's from.
Yeah.
And I think that is very assassin-y.
It is very assassin-y.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fake accent that he's given you.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Bertie, the Irish medals. Do you have a list of all the Irish medals there that we won? We won a fair amount, in fairness to us. Per capita, isn't it? Medal. I think we've done the best.
Sixth.
Yeah, but in terms of the size of our country, above the other six that were above us, I think we won the Olympics. Ireland did. And if I could be so bold as to say that, and I'm going to be.
We had Moan McSherry anyway. She won.
Right.
And then we had your man Whiffen. What was his name?
Daniel Whiffen, was it? No, I just made that up. He was a good lad as well, in fairness.
We got 7 medals.
It
was our second best medal haul or something, I think I've seen somewhere.
Second best priest.
Hang on there now, we should have a list coming up here. And then you had the rowers, of course, as well.
Oh, the two boys, yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. It's the most successful Olympics team 100 years after it took place. Oh, there you go.
The Irish. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
I thought it's second.
For the do you have the medals there?
Yes.
So who's the top 6 above us? Do you have that?
Oh, of all the medals?
Yeah. Just in general. I think America's up there, obviously. They're probably number one. USA. Because of the size of their bloody country. China are probably in there, would they be? Because they've got 6 billion people.
So United States were top.
Right, yeah.
With 126 medals.
Jesus, give them back.
The People's Republic of China, 91 medals.
There you go.
Japan, 45. Australia, 53. France, 64.
Now, in fairness, actually, Japan, go back up that list there. Japan are probably...
We're 19th.
Oh, 19th total.
Yeah, we're 19 out of...
19.
No.
Not so great. Yeah, no, we're like... There's loads of countries there.
There's loads of countries there.
Yeah.
There's over 100 countries.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Go back
There's 84 countries.
84, that's good. Go back up the top then and just have a look and see. Like Japan and Ireland are relative in size, are they?
Do you think though, say right, America, right, with all their people, and China, they'd obviously have people in that qualified for loads of events.
Yeah.
Where Ireland probably have
only
people
a
in
handful,
everything.
Yeah. Italy
40.
I mean, they're kind of similar enough size as well, are they? Go back up there. Stop flicking down.
That's right.
Hold on. So who have you got there? Canada, quite big. Never mind that. Germany.
New Zealand done well. 20 medals. They're quite small.
Actually, yeah, they're about the same size as us as well.
A rowing, and I think they win the sevens. The rugby as well.
Yeah. Hungary. Yeah, no, actually, in fairness, I'm talking shite. Ireland did really well, though, in fairness to them. But...
We won one in gymnastics, one in boxing, 2 in rowing, and 3 in swimming.
Right, so
they're medals now altogether.
Oh, yeah. Bronze, silver, and gold.
Yeah.
It's not bad in fairness.
Well, although we won actually a gold in all them as well.
We used to have
Katie Harden.
We used to have a load of boxing medals, really, didn't we? That was our thing.
Yeah, well, there was Michael Crute and Steve Collins. I think they won medals. I think Steve Collins won in Barcelona in 92, was it, the Olympics? Barcelona, I remember watching that. Can
I give you some sports that have been taken out of the Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll give you the year that they were taken out.
Okay,
right.
Let's go.
So, the year 1900, hot air ballooning. It was the last time hot air ballooning appeared in the Olympics. That was a sport.
Hot air ballooning.
Yeah. So you used to have to bring your hot air balloon up. It was like a race.
Around the world in 80 days.
Yeah, kind of, except not that far.
Hey, the Olympics is on next week, but you have to start in January.
Yeah, because of the winds.
Yeah.
1900s as well. Swimming obstacle race. So these are kind of like the Paris one where they were doing they're swimming.
The
yeah, you'd be puking. The amount of stuff in that river, I'd say. So swimming obstacle race. There was Basque pelota, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. Term Basque pelota means a sport played on a court with a ball and a racket and a bat. So actually kind of like that. Is it
pickleball?
Yeah, pickleball. Yeah, type idea. Cricket was in there. Distance plunging. That's not what it sounds like. It's a little bit of a swimming one.
It's not pooping from
no. Lacrosse, and this is my favourite, I think. Tug of war used to be an Olympic
tug of war
sport. Crazy.
That wasn't more recent though, was it?
No, 1920 was the last time.
Was it?
Yeah, apparently. 8-man British team, mostly made up of London policemen, brought home the gold.
That's good.
Tug of war. You do that in primary school.
Tug of war.
How's that an Olympic sport? Oh, sugar. Work out.
But like, you think of the lads who be on that probably couldn't really compete in anything else, and they get a chance to go to the Olympics. Like, a tug of war person couldn't be a basketball player. No,
they couldn't.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. There was one of those sports I was looking at the other day, and I was like, that probably shouldn't be an Olympic sport. It was like netball, except it was in a pool, and they have to throw the ball into goals.
Oh, like water polo.
That's what it's called, water polo. Yeah, look, I'm not into that. I think it's a bit silly. But I think
breakdancing was a funny old one. I know we were messing with you and that, and like some of it was interesting to watch. But you know, are they trying to be like more current? Is it?
I think
with
so.
things that's going on.
Yeah.
But like, I know there's probably breakdancing competitions and things like that. Yeah, I suppose what's the difference between that and other dances and gymnastics, I suppose.
Gymnastics, yeah. Speaking of gymnastics, there was 1984 was the last time this thing was put in. Solo synchronized swimming. So remember, synchronized swimming, there's a load of them together, but there were solo ones where they do little dances in the water basically by themselves, and they used to get marked in that. That was the last time that was there.
The ice skating is obviously the Winter Olympics, is it?
Yeah, that's a different one, yeah.
Table tennis is correct.
Table tennis is a good one. Is that gone missing, has it?
No, that was there, yeah.
All right, it's still there.
Yeah.
What is your favourite say favorite Olympic sport that you love that you wouldn't ever think about in the next 4 years. That's going to pop up again in 4 years' time. I think for me it has to be archery. I don't think about archery enough, and then I see it there, and I'm like,
well,
that
you
is
see,
class.
there's archery on every day in Maynooth with the students. So
All right,
and
I'm sorry.
I have to put the targets away for exams. So
Oh Jesus Christ!
archery's probably in my life more so. Than
Yeah,
in your life.
maybe so. What about shooting?
Rowing probably.
Rowing? Yeah, you wouldn't think about rowing, would you?
No, not really.
No, not at all.
And then that shooting, yeah, of course, yeah, as well.
Yeah, especially that one with the one gun with the one hand.
And then there's the one where there's loads of sports together, the pentathlon.
Yeah, what exactly is that?
I think it's a lot. Pistol shooting, epi fencing.
Epi fencing.
Epi fencing, yeah.
Is that fencing with EpiPens?
Yeah, that's exactly what it
And
is.
if you get jabbed with it, you get this rush of adrenaline.
200 meter freestyle swimming, show jumping, and a 3.2 kilometer cross country run.
Jesus Christ! Did you have to say show jumping?
Yeah.
So let's go back to the one before show jumping. What was that?
A 200 meter freestyle swimming.
So you jump out of the river onto a horse.
No. You're in the river with the horse.
That's class. And not true. But you hop onto the horse soaking wet, poor horse, and then what are you getting off the horse to do?
I don't know if it's in that order now.
Pie eating competition, and then the last one is knitting.
Hang on.
What is it?
EP, also rendered in EP in English, is the largest and heaviest of the 3 weapons used in the sport of fencing. Also, it's the type of stick sword used.
All right, okay.
Okay, so that's why it's called that.
Oh, very good, very
The
good.
modern épée derives from 19th century épée to combat.
Oh, so it's fencing.
Itself derives from the French a small sword.
All right, so it's not EpiPens.
Yeah. Do you know what's called touching?
Touching?
Touching.
Right, okay. Stop making that motion towards me.
That's fencing.
All right, okay.
Touching.
Yeah, that's
Did you see the 2 lads who literally got it? Thought they got each one,
Yeah.
and they both turned around, but they turned away from each other to celebrate.
Oh no!
So they're celebrating, and then they realised they're both celebrating. It's like, what are you celebrating? What are you celebrating?
No way!
And like literally, there was only like a millisecond in between each touch.
No way!
Yeah, that they both thought they got it. Yeah.
And did anyone
So close.
grab their sword and then go for it again?
No, because the green light came on for your man, so they knew who won. Like it's
okay.
electric or whatever. Like
Yeah.
And but it was just funny because both of them obviously felt that they touched each other.
Poor lad.
Yeah, there you go.
Touching swords. Come here to me. If you had to put 2 sports together, are you
Well,
gonna?
no, you don't touch. You have to touch.
Yeah,
the
touch the
body.
person. Yeah. If you were to put 2 sports together, let's make a heptathlon or whatever it's called. Let's put a few silly sports together. What would you do? And in a silly order as well. Go on, give me it.
Let me see.
Let's start off with something stupid now.
What would Taekwondo look like on a trampoline?
That's a brilliant one. Yeah, okay, yeah. Or on a hobby horse.
Can you imagine like them maybe like 12 foot in the air kicking each other?
Yeah, I love that. I think I want to mix.
I say trampoline. That's probably the first year trampolines in the Olympics, isn't it?
It's not in the Olympics.
It is, isn't it?
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
That's class. Yeah. I would put a horse doing what's the one where they run up and they hit the hobby horse and spin and like land and they have to get marked in their landing.
I wonder is hobby horsing going to be in the next Olympics? See, that's a full on thing now.
What, hobby horsing?
Yeah, have you not seen it?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
There's like a proper competition and everything.
South Jobot. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that a full horse running up, doing a spin and a flip and having to land. I'd love to see that.
How about
and then shoot something?
fencing?
Yeah.
And cycling.
Oh yes,
like they used to do with the jousting.
Beautiful. I love that one. That's class. But they have to go with, you know, that cycling where they go around in a big ring, super fast.
So they're going opposite ways.
Yeah.
And they keep having to try and hit each other.
At extreme speed. Yes, love it. What are we going to call it?
Oh, that'd be something with cycling and fencing.
Yeah, come on. Your brain is working overtime.
I know.
Think about it, Bertie. Come on.
Fencing?
Fencing. I love it.
Aerodome fencing.
Aerodome fencing. Yeah.
That's been an aerodome.
I think we've got the name for the podcast there. Yeah, that's class. That's class. I love that. Yeah, let's try and petition for that. Right, Bertie, go on.
Do you go one more?
Yeah, go on, one
Okay.
more.
How about sailing and shooting?
Yeah.
So it's like in the old like boats, like what you have the sticker there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're
Makes-
going by each other and
yeah.
they have to start shooting at each other.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have targets on the side of the boat, or the person is the target.
Yeah, I suppose it could be like paintball,
Oh yeah.
and you have to try and shoot each other
Yeah, I'm into that.
as well as sail.
Send us in your best mixed Olympic sports, silly Olympic sports that we can make up. There's quite a few. I'd like to see taekwondo horse riding actually as well. That'd be a good one.
Oh yeah.
Where you have to have two people on the back of a horse and they have to do taekwondo.
BMX freestyling. Now this is already a sport in America,
Yeah.
but do that with the horses. Did you ever see that?
No.
You don't see that, and
No.
they're like doing jumps off the horses, and they're standing on top of the horse, and they're flipping, and the horse is
No.
running around.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they do them at like rodeos and stuff in America.
Oh, I've seen it. It's not in the
Yeah.
Olympics though.
No, it's not. in
Oh,
the
right.
Olympics.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be
yeah.
a good one to have in the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah.
As like some kind of proper sport is already out there.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
not proper sport, but organised thing.
Yeah.
Because what would you think should be on the Olympics? Like think of expand the box. There is no box.
I would like to see street football. Like
Street football.
five-a-side street soccer. Like
Oh yeah.
that'd be
Because
cool.
there's 3v3 basketball. That's
Oh,
like
really?
that. So maybe the soccer could be in there.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And I'd love to
I
see
think that'd be more interesting than the proper
full
soccer.
football. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that, but with that Kings League thing
Yeah.
where they have like Ronaldinho.
Oh yeah.
And like to represent your country, you have to be retired from actual football. So like Del Piero and stuff could
and
play
say
for
like
Italy.
if you scored a goal, but there was like a rainbow flicking in it or something, that's like
Extra point.
extra points.
Yeah, the judges have to
So
hold up a scorecard.
you could be winning 3-0, but then there's like extra points under the score
Yeah.
to try and because of like it's like freestyle street soccer.
Yeah. I'm into that
So
as well.
any skills you do, you get extra points for your team.
Let's do this.
That'd be cool.
I think we just invented something. Let's do it. Yeah, that's all of my Olympic stuff, really, Bertie. I think we've covered pretty much everything. There's one last thing, actually. Sorry, 1948. There was an arts competition in the Olympics. Hard to believe, all right, but from 1912 to 1948, the Olympics Games awarded medals to artists inspired by sport in 5 categories: architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpturing. The competitions were dropped when they realised that, they're not sports, basically.
I'm surprised like darts is big now. I'm surprised darts and snooker and all is not now.
Do you know what's going to be in it? And I dread the day that it happens because that's when the Olympics is dead.
Oh.
Computer gaming. Gaming is going to be in it
Yeah.
at some stage. You're going to see it.
Well, I think they're trying to keep it also relevant to people that's coming as well, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Would that be why breakdance stuff is coming? Now, skateboarding, I think skateboarding used to be in it as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Skateboarding's quite cool.
Yeah, no, I like skateboarding. It's still in it, no? It is in
It,
it.
it, that's what I'm saying, but
was in
it
this
went
year,
for a while, I think.
Yeah.
And should the little 13-year-old or something, 14-year-old from Australia won it. She wants a duck.
What? I didn't see that, actually.
Her mum said, what do you want if we want a gold medal or something? She said, I want a duck.
Oh, cute.
There you go. Just any other thing that you think isn't like a proper sport or proper Olympic thing that could be in the Olympics?
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, the Great British Bake Off. I'd love to see
Bacon?
some. Yeah. Like you've got.
I was going to say parking.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Like
Come to think of it.
Extreme parking.
Yeah.
Do you know,
Why
like
not?
in the Transporter movies with Jason Statham?
Yeah.
And like there's like 2 cars and you have to park like drive at 30 mile an hour and park perfectly in between those 2
Yeah,
cars.
spin it back around into the
Yeah.
into the space. Yeah, no,
Cool.
I'm loving that, man. That's a very good one. Jesus, you have you thought about this?
Only in the last 10 minutes.
All right. This is really a topic that we could go on and on for. Will we? Where are we at now? Let's see where we're
Do
at.
you want your quiz?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Well, obviously it's an Olympic quiz.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's do it. We're straight into it.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Olympic quiz.
I love it. What was the song that we played there? Usually, it's that time. You know the name. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Okay.
Waffle
So,
game.
how many questions would you like?
Give me 5.
Okay, we'll go for 5.
Start off with 5. Anyway.
Now, would you like to pick a number between 1 and how many
5.
questions in this?
5.
Or do you just want the first 5 questions?
Just give me the first 5. Go on.
Okay,
Let's go. I'm messing around. Yeah, come on.
let's try it in here.
Yeah.
Not even fucking wet that up.
No.
Okay, question number 1.
Right, Bertie, let's do it.
In which country did the Olympics originate?
Greece.
Very good.
Yeah.
Question number 2. The Olympic Games in Greece were held how often?
Oh God! Actually, it's not going to be how much I think. Is it every year?
No.
Oh, it was every 4 years.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the question. I feel.
Stupid.
Question number 3.
Yeah.
When were the first known Olympic Games held?
What? Oh.
When were they held?
Oh Jesus! I don't know. 1817, 22, 112.
776 BC.
Oh, it was close. It was close.
And what does BC stand for?
Before Christ.
Very good.
Yeah.
Question number 4. The first modern Olympics were held in what year?
1804.
No.
1802.
No, 1896.
Oh, I was way off. I didn't know that actually. Even though I read about them.
The one in Atlanta in 96 was the 100 years. That's how I always remember.
Oh, right, okay. Very good.
Now, question number 5.
Yeah.
Where were the first modern Olympic Games held?
The modern Olympic Greece, maybe Athens.
Yeah, fair play. Right back to where it originated.
Love it. I'm not very good at facts. Although I wanted to go, the reason I wanted to go to Athens was because of the marathon. Athens, the marathon run.
Oh, yeah.
That was always a goal that I had. Actually, I had it all booked up at one stage.
To see it or to run it?
To do it, yeah.
Yeah.
At one stage. I booked it just before COVID.
Because someone came with a scroll or something, didn't they? They ran 26 miles.
Yeah, they were warning someone about a battle. They were attacking.
I was once told, and I haven't Googled it, I don't know if this is true.
Okay.
The marathon isn't exactly 26 miles.
No, it's not.
A little bit longer.
Yeah, point something.
And I was once told
26.2 or something.
It was because they set up the stand at the finish line in the wrong place. And, and the Queen wanted to be at the finish line. So instead of moving the stand, they made the race longer, and then it just became known as
that
26
distance.
point something miles.
Ah, that's stupid.
Do you think that's true?
Is it really?
I don't know. That's what I was told once.
Google that. I'd say it's something to do with the amount of distance that your man actually had to run. It was point something, or it was done in maybe kilometers or something that transferred to point something in miles.
Yeah, it's 26.2 miles.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Someone has asked this question already.
Right.
Oh, is Bertie right?
Let's see.
However, rumour has it that Queen Alexandra specifically asked the marathon start in the lawn of Windsor Castle, so the young royals could watch it and finish in front of the royal box at White City Stadium. This addition at the British royal family's request added 385 yards, hence making the event 26.2188 miles. So
it was.
I was a little bit right, but also a little bit wrong.
Feck off.
There you go now.
Queen.
I know, yeah.
0.2, making me run extra 0.2.
England ruining things.
that was quite the shell bomb, Bertie, and you didn't even notice what you were doing.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'll give you a little shell bomb, will I? The first Olympic Games took place in the 8th century BC in Olympia, Greece. I thought it was Athens. They were held every 4 years.
Olympics.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
It's there for you.
Every 4 years for 12 centuries. And then the 4th century AD, all pagan festivals were banned by Emperor Theodosius the first.
That's my middle name.
And the Olympics were no more. So it was meant to be like a pagan festival, and it was banned. Crazy. However, the athletic tradition was resurrected about 1500 years later, not 1000. The first modern Olympic Games, 1896, as you said, in Greece. Yeah, very good. That's my fact. It was basically what you just said. Except the addition of a pagan festival. That's my shell bomb.
Oh, is that it? That shell bomb?
That's my shell bomb.
Oh, we're done. Oh, sad.
Shell bombs.
Okay, fair play to everybody in the Olympics. Well done.
But we're not impressed. Do better next time.
Yeah, more gold.
Yeah. Shell bombs.
Shell bombs.